Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about how to manifest the life of your dreams. I'm going to hop right into the video, but before I do, make sure you hit the like button. Okay, let's hop into it. If you're someone who really enjoys using manifestation technique like I do, I also love using manifestation techniques. But if you're someone who feels like when you do it, it feels great and you're in a great vibration and you're in a great mood and you're like in your manifesting headspace, but then once it's over and done with, you feel like you kind of just go back to how you were before and you just go back to your normal life, and you feel like all of the work that you've done when you're using all of these techniques is sort of only working for you when you're using them, then this is the video for you, because I'm going to talk about how to raise your dominant vibration so that you're constantly at a higher vibration and you're constantly manifesting your dream life without feeling like you have to put in a bunch of time doing all of the techniques all the time. The first thing I want to talk about is what vibrations are you putting out for the majority of your day. So the reason why sometimes this is an issue is because in the morning, maybe you're doing affirmations or scripting and you put yourself in a great mood and a great headspace for manifesting. You're thinking about the things that you want and you're feeling really good and really happy. But then once that's over, your morning routine's over, you go to work, you go to school, and you get into your normal life, your normal routine, and you're not in the same headspace, you're not putting out the same vibrations that you were when you were doing all of the techniques. Maybe you get frustrated by the people around you at work or at school. Maybe you feel like everyday life, everyday frustrations get you down. Maybe you get to school, get to work, and you start complaining about school and work to your coworker or to your friends, and then you're just no longer in the headspace where you're vibrating positivity and gratitude. You're more in a headspace of like complaining, you're more in a headspace of lack. And since reality is a reflection of you, the majority of the vibrations and energies that you are putting out is what you're mostly going to get back. So instead of doing the work in the morning or at a certain time on certain days and then kind of going back to a negative mindset or a negative point of view or focusing on like the lack in your life, what you really want to do is embrace the positivity and embrace the gratitude in all areas of your life. And this is not something you have to accomplish overnight. It can be a gradual process, but every time that you find yourself complaining or you find yourself getting to a negative space where you're thinking about all of the things that you are lacking in your life, I challenge you to just turn that around and instead focus on all of the good things in your life and all of the things that you already have in your current life that make you feel abundant. It can be a gradual process to get your natural vibration to be at a higher place, but it's something that you can work at, and little things that you do every day can really help. So my favorite is, of course, gratitude journaling and affirmations, but at the core of it, it really just comes down to enjoying and appreciating the little things in life, because as adults, most people look back on their childhood with rose-colored lens and they'll be like, wow, it's such an innocent time, I was so happy back then. But surely if you dig a little deeper, you might remember that being a child wasn't always that great. There's a lack of freedom, you were probably bored all the time like I was, if you're anything like me. But when you look back, you don't necessarily think about all the things that were hard or boring. You kind of look at the highlights. You think about all of the things that you loved and all of the things that you enjoy. There's this like nostalgia effect. And so what you want to do is create that effect, but in your current life. Because surely in the future, 20, 30 years from now, you are going to look back and think about all of the things in your current life that you miss. You're going to think, wow, I wish I appreciated that back then, but back then is right now. So try to appreciate what is currently in your life right now and try to just enjoy life. That's really the biggest advice I can give you when it comes to raising your dominant vibration. I'm going to move on to my next tip to help you raise your vibrations and manifest your dream life. But before I do, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. My next tip is to promote change by changing your environment. So if you have a specific goal, if you want to maybe be a kinder person, if you want to attract more friends or attract more partners into your life, maybe you want to date more people, or maybe you want to manifest wealth or abundant, whatever your goals are, I want you to think about your daily life and your routines and your environments that you are in for the majority of the time. And I want you to think about whether or not that is inspiring to the changes that you are trying to make. So for example, if you are trying to manifest more money, more success, or more friends, does your daily routine promote changes that are going to get you to those things? Is there anything in your daily routine, in your daily life, your environment that's going to help you become more successful, that's going to encourage you to take inspired action that leads you there? Is there anything in your daily routine that's going to help you meet more people so that you might potentially meet your significant other? Or are you kind of like staying home all day and not really doing much? And when you're home, your environment doesn't feel like it's inspiring to the changes that you want to make. Setting up yourself in the right space and the right routines and patterns is going to be crucial and essential to your success. You're really setting yourself up for success or failure when you set up your daily routine. So an example for me, if I don't write down what I need to do, if I don't make a to-do list for exactly what I need to be doing, I will most likely forget and I'm not gonna do it. And then once the days or weeks pass by, I'll be like, wait, wasn't I supposed to be working on this and that? I haven't taken any actions for those things. And what that's gonna do is make me feel bad and guilty. And then I'm in this like little loop and cycle of not taking action and then feeling negative. And then because I feel negative, I'm not gonna take action. But all of that can be easily changed if I just kind of write down a few little things. Honestly, sometimes doing the tiniest action, taking the tiniest step can really change your vibration and your mood, because then instead of feeling negative or down about it, you feel positive, you feel productive. You're like, ah, yes, today I have taken a small step towards my goals. So little things that can change your vibration, setting yourself up for success, will really benefit you if you just take the time to kind of tweak them and add them to your routine. Maybe you can add a class where you go every week or every other week, where you can meet people who are like-minded. If you're looking to meet more people, to make connections, maybe meet your significant others or make more friends. If you want to manifest wealth and abundance, maybe you can just have a little block of time every week, maybe just 5 minutes, where you're thinking about your financial goals, where you're just planning out how you would manage your money once you have it. Little steps taken over a long period of time can be really powerful because they will add up really quickly. My next tip is to think about things that you accomplish really easily, really naturally, and get into that vibration for everything that you're trying to manifest. We all have something that we're good at. So for example, I feel like I'm really good at making friends. I normally don't have an issue with making new friends. It's something that I think is really easy, and it's something that comes really naturally to me. So when I think about that topic in particular, the feelings that I have about it is it's easy, it's not that important. It comes very natural to me. I don't need to work on it. It's not hard. It's very easy. So that's the feelings and vibrations that I want to have about the things that I want to manifest. So you want to channel that, and just, you can script this or you can just say it to yourself as affirmations in the morning or at night. I'm really good at making money. I'm really good at making friends and connections. I attract potential suitors all the time. I'm really good at dating. Whatever it is that you want to accomplish. And maybe it feels weird at first because it's not something that comes naturally to you, but it's all about repetition and getting your brain to think it, read it, write it, and the repetition and the different patterns will kind of ingrained it into your subconscious, so that you are no longer having to do any work to be in that vibration, to feel that things are easy, that things come to you very easily. And my last tip is just breaking down your comfort zone. We talked a little bit about your patterns and your habits and your environment, and now we're going to talk about why it's so important to change the things that are comfortable. You know, sometimes when there are big opportunities that come into our lives, our first instinct is to be like, well, I can't do that, and here's a huge list of reasons why. And it's mostly because we don't like change. We tend to like what's comfortable. We tend to want to stay in our little bubble. But the problem with that is bigger things, the bigger things that you want, the bigger opportunities that you're looking for, they're not likely to be in the little bubble that you're in. So breaking out of that comfort zone is really important if you want to attract bigger things. So kind of getting your bubble to expand and grow. And it really boils down to saying yes to things that you normally wouldn't. Agreeing to go to birthday parties or dinner parties, maybe invitations from like coworkers, things you would normally shy away from, things you would normally say no to. Maybe you're shy. I tend to want to say no to most things, but sometimes it's important to break out of your comfort zone and put yourself in new places, put yourself in new environments where you can potentially meet people, make connections that will lead you to what you're looking for. Okay, that's it for today's little video. I hope that you found value in this. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this with someone who might also find it to be impactful. And I will see you next time. Bye!